Hi, this is Paul from paulbradby.com, and this is an xBratAlgo video vlog, and today is December the 19th. This was taken from yesterday, December the 18th, Friday, a big bearish move on ES. So I'm going to talk through this. This is the 2 minutes. So what I like to do on ES and many of others on futures for day trading is look at the 2, the 3, the 5 minute time frames on this Heikin-Ashi type of chart using the xBrat, looking for those signals, particularly around the open of the US session. So the two big blue lines you see on the chart there are taken from the 60-minute time frame. They are my support and resistance zones intraday that are very, very sticky, and I have made plenty of videos and will continue to do so on how to draw those zones. So 15:30, if you see down at the bottom, actually this is European time, is when the US stock market opens. The candle afterwards, we get a 6-star sell. So this is the opening candle here where my cursor is. The candle after, we get a 6-star sell, okay, and we look for the short one tick below that signal candle for the 6-star sell here. And that is around about 3709.75. Stop loss has to be above the recent pivot. Okay, we've got a 6-star buy going into the open, but again, we don't buy into resistance, so those signals we don't take. We get a nice resistance in this resistance zone, then we start to come back down. So that's our stop loss. So then we just put a risk to reward on there. You can see here I've just used the fib extension. We can see that's over 1 to 2 to the next support zone here. So we've got lots of fresh air. Usually if you get a big move down at the open, that will continue, that momentum will continue. So great trade, always looking for those just at the open or just before the open to give me a direction, or in that first 15 minutes after the open, really get a strong move. So again, it's a very simple thing. We just look for the entry just below the signal candle for the 6-star. We're coming out of resistance. We've got the momentum of the open. We've got the stop loss just above there. We measure the risk reward, got lots of fresh air, and you can see here it then goes down. It takes a couple of hours, but we get there. We just tip off this support zone. We move back up. We have a measured move. Then we get another 5- and 6-star sell signal here. So let's just have a look at that. If I just move this over and we look at the 5-star sell here, again we want to go reasonably aggressive if we're into the session. That would be the entry. The stop would be above the recent pivot just before the 5-star sell, and then we need to work out the risk reward. So to do that, we just go on here. We use, this is the Motivewave version, by the way, of the xBratAlgo. It's also available at the moment for TradingView and NinjaTrader as well. So I'm just going to work out the risk to reward here. I like Motivewave's drag and drop, it's very cool. So we've got the stop, we've got the entry, we've got the entry again here, and then I'm just going to go to a template that I've already produced for risk to reward. Okay, so that's 1 to 1.6 into that support zone. That's not bad. Again, that's the sort of trade you're going to take in a couple of hours into the session, 3 hours into the session there. Really, really good looking trade, or even add to this one. If you've been quite sensible, measured this pullback, that looks like a 50% pullback there on a Fib retracement. So that's a good pullback you would expect to hold, and then you can get a 5- and 6-star sell and add to your position. If you didn't get this first one, you've measured this pullback and it looks like it's a 50%. It's in that 382 to 50% pullback for the session. We'll get another 5- and 6-star sell there. You've got to go, because there's still some fresh air into that support and resistance zone. We just make that a little bit bigger here. Remember, stop just above the pivot. Entry on the 5-star sell is just below the 5-star sell candle, and we've got a risk reward. These here 1 to 1.6, and it did test that support zone again before the big move up into the end of the session there. So two great trading opportunities on Friday the 18th of December using the xBratAlgo. Remember, if you're day trading, you don't need to be looking at the 15 minutes. Look at the 60 minutes to put your support and resistance zones on, but really you should be looking at the 2, 3 and the 5 minute time frames. I mean, sometimes if I'm looking at platinum, for example, I look at 4 minutes, but for ES, 2, 3 and 5 minutes getting these xBrat signals. You know, Friday there was two great opportunities there. Again, very, very simple. As long as you got your support and resistance zones and you understand how to measure that risk to reward, and you got fresh air, when these signals appear, they're pretty much high probability trades. So hopefully that helps, and I'll be doing more videos in the coming days and weeks.